The opposition, Councillor Foster.
Thank you. Councillor Amy Foster, Shadow Cabinet Member for Children and Young People. So I appreciate the two reports dovetail very closely, and I wanted to ask as well about the enhanced learning provision and the ELPs. In that it seems from the report that it takes a little while to sort of establish them and get them to full capacity. The ones that have just opened are sort of still in progress. And from the report, the data we have is that there were 253 children in reception with an EHCP, and it seems around approximately 60 ELP places sort of through the current allocation of schools. And I suppose my question is, given the sort of ambition that seems to be within the estate strategy around sort of using surplus spaces, what is the sort of barrier to sort of rolling out further ELPs more rapidly, perhaps? Is it around the cost of the works? Is it around the staffing? Or is it finding partner schools? Because it seems like there's a gap for many children who could benefit from those places.
Hugh Lewis, Director of Commercial Investment. So I think it's a complicated answer, if I can put it that way. The opportunity that we have is that we have sites. St Andrews is a classic, which is reverted to the council, but we have the opportunity to move at pace to bring forward new facilities. We're looking at the current estate, and again, issue of surplus about co-location, and we've reinstated the Educational Programme Board between the capital team and the educational team, so with the intent of trying to move at pace to bring forward new facilities as soon as possible. Funding is available, we've got the money, so it's not a question of funding, so it's a matter of fast-tracking site location and the planning process, which is what we intend to do. So there is a plan in place to try and accelerate that process with the idea, the intention to try and mitigate us having to outsource some of these places outside the borough and bring places back into the borough. So that's developing, and I'm sure within the next 6 months you'll see further updates and progress being made.
Do you want to add anything, Denise?
Thank you, Mayor Perry. Just to mention, for the community schools, we have the power to direct them, as it were, to use the spare capacity, whereas for academies and free schools, we're at their, we don't have the power, although we're working closely in partnership and encouraging them to consider taking on enhanced learning provision. And they are willing to do so in many cases, but the answer to the Education and Skills Funding Agency, and it have implications for funding agreement and all of that. So it's not strictly a barrier, but it's a longer process. Thank you.